my dream was just crawling back on me slowly and taking over my thoughts, my nights. Every time I would browse a magazine, it would just make me want to create. I decided to stop waiting for someone to come and save me, not to wait for validation from others. It's all about getting comfortable to learn what makes you uncomfortable. My creativity is not just in when I create my product. It is everywhere. I think what is super important is purpose. I am French-Algerian, born and raised in France. Both my parents are of Algerian background, so I have this dual culture. And I am the owner and founder of a luxury fashion house named Bouguessa, which is my last name. And it's a brand that is based in Dubai. And if I want to say in a few words who I am a dreamer, someone that dreamt of building something that means a lot. I had a vision from a very young age, and so I'm working hard on taking this vision to reality. So when I started my brand, and when I started thinking about creating a brand, I didn't want to create just a brand that is, representing glamour and beauty. There was also this aspect where I wanted to help people and help women. And I noticed that in the Middle East, there was a gap for luxury modest wear. And so that is something that I built my brand upon. And as I developed it, I realized that I was not serving another group of women who also liked the aesthetic of the house and wanted to have access to this sharply cut, edgy, contemporary, ready-to-wear, the cuts that were available in the modest wear, into ready-to-wear, into garments that are for all kinds of women. So that was the journey that I went through in the way of building this brand. I used to work as a flight attendant for Emirates. That is what brought me to Dubai. I worked for Emirates for 6 years. I cherish these memories. I enjoyed working for Emirates a lot. But there was a moment when my dream was just crawling back on me slowly and taking over my thoughts, my nights, and I was thinking about it a lot. Every time I would browse a magazine, it would just make me want to create. So I started to think, okay, I've been dreaming about this for a very long time. Let me just start working on a concept. And I decided to stop waiting for someone to come and save me, because very often that's how we feel. We are waiting for someone to validate or to come and do something with us or to partner, but it's not always the right move. When you have an idea and if it's clear in your mind, I suggest not to wait for validation from others and to just understand that the way you see your idea, your vision, nobody can see it the same way. So it's better to move forward with, step by step, trying to understand how to achieve that. So I started to work on a business plan, and I started to decide and think about what I wanted to create in terms of the DNA of the brand. I decided to do a market research, understanding my customer, and understood that the DNA that I wanted to go for was something very sophisticated, very classy, very much the style that I like the most. And I was thinking, this is the style that I could wear all my life, so maybe that's the direction I should take. And then built the logo and started. I shot the campaign and was ready to launch. And so, surprisingly, I don't know if you believe in manifestation, but I had a clear list of all the medias that I wanted to be featured in. At the time, it was Style.com Arabia, which was a digital version of Vogue. And I had another long list of medias that I wanted to be featured in. And I also had in the list of stores that I wanted to be stocked in, Symphony was the first store. So I got lucky enough that within the next 6 months after launching the brand, I was featured in Style.com Arabia. And I was, gonna be stocked in Symphony because I met, the editor at the time, Katerina, and the owner of Symphony as well, Salama, who gave me a chance and who believed in me. So I'm very grateful for that. So starting the business, and I think the challenges that I faced are the same challenges everyone faces. It's not even related to running the business these aspects are challenging, but it's all about learning and getting confident with, the knowledge that it takes. The fact that I did not study fashion was something that had for a long time affected me because I was not very confident. And like I mentioned before, mentoring and real guidance were rare, especially in the region. So I was forced to actually read a lot of books and study as much as possible online, and really used only internet to actually educate myself. And that helped me to feel a bit more confident. It's all about getting comfortable to learn what makes you uncomfortable. I often say I wouldn't change anything, but there's something that I've learned recently. And it's about building a model and building processes in your business. So understanding your business model, understanding how you build revenue, how you make revenue for your company, understanding that if you have a very ambitious vision, that you have to understand all the elements that it will take for you to achieve this ambition. And that means you have to work around these elements and make sure that you're familiar with the business side of things. If you have to refrain, like if I could go back in time, I would not go so creative with creating huge lines of SKUs in my collection, so many styles in my collections. I would go much narrower and I would be more focused to make sure that I just create the items that work. And at the time, I was not doing that. So that's something that I would focus on if I could go back. I did a lot of research on YouTube and on internet. I read a lot of books, and I gathered the information that mattered to me to actually build my brand step by step. When I say that there was not enough mentoring, that means that when you have a question, like a question that needs a very simple answer, a very quick answer, you do have to do that kind of research. You have to go online, you have to browse, and if you had a mentor or someone that, is a profile in the industry that already has gone through this, that you could call and ask, you'd get a much faster answer. So I'm not neglecting the aspect of, seeking for knowledge and finding answers. That's probably the best way to learn. But the fact that I didn't have access to mentorship made it a bit difficult and made it, I had to be patient to find the right answer. And sometimes that means you make a mistake before you actually get the right answer. I think it's an easy thing to think that creativity means only creating your product. If you are a real creative person, you will actually realize that you're creative all day long. So being creative with how you run your business, how you approach taking decisions. Being an emerging brand allows you to think outside the box much more because you are your own boss and you can actually take the decisions yourself. Explore different things that have not been done by anyone else, but finding inspiration in other industries, which I love to do. So my creativity is not just in when I create my product. It is everywhere. It is all day long. It is in how I'm gonna run my day and my tasks. It is in the kind of way I'm gonna promote my product. There's so many different ways to be creative. I think what is super important is purpose. Not even just vision, but purpose. There has been times when it was so difficult, especially with motherhood, having 2 kids, for me to be focusing on my company and my brand, and as well as being a good mom. And there were times when I was thinking maybe I should just stop, or what if I stopped? And the first thing I would think is the women that I dress and thinking that they would not have access to the product that we provide them. And that would make me quickly change my mind. So the purpose, I think, is key. So yes, the story is actually that everything goes so fast when you're a business owner. You have, your day goes really fast. You have so many responsibilities, so much to do, that it's very rare to be able to pause and appreciate the journey that you have, gone through, that you're going through, everything that you have achieved. It's very, if you ask me, tell me what's great, what are highlights of your journey? I can't tell you because I am not there. I am not in that mindset. So my little, approach to that, to being able to pause time and appreciate, is that I like to take myself back to my younger self. I would say I'm like around, and I have a clear vision of that. I'm around 15 years old, 14, 15 years old. I have a clear idea that I want to have a fashion brand one day or work in fashion. I have no idea if it's ever going to be possible. And at that time, it's absolutely not possible. I am living in a small town in France. There is no chance for me to ever go abroad in my mind. I mean, it's a dream, of course, but I don't think that it's possible. And I take myself there and I tell myself, okay, I'll give you a glimpse in the future. And this is where you are and this is what you are doing. And I mean, the reaction of that girl is worth like $1 million, right? It's like, if I could tell her at that time that I am actually doing it, it's just very precious. And that is something that I try to do occasionally, not too often, but occasionally when I am going too fast and I'm kind of, we all have these moments where we are negative with ourselves, when we are not appreciating what we are doing. And that is my technique. I pause time, I go back to her and I kind of talk to her. And it makes it like really special. The reason why, I mean, it's been something, honestly, I have promised myself when I started my brand, when I was struggling and not getting these answers. I was lucky to have gone to a mentorship program with Roland Mouret, thanks to Nes Jevril, which has taught me so much and which was really one of the highlights of my career, actually. But I'm talking about the challenges that I faced before that. So when trying to understand how to build pricing, how to choose the right fabric, everything, like imagine I started from nothing, not understanding if I could ever build a collection, and let alone understanding what fabric to choose and based on the timelessness or the durability. There was so many questions that I had not unanswered. And so at that time, I remember telling myself, in the future, if I make it, I want to actually create something and put it out there for people who are in my position today, so that I can help and give back. And so that is why I wanted to actually create this podcast. It was going to be a book, or it was going to be a course, or it was going to be something. But it started from there. And then I think there is also this element of a lot of us creatives in the region find there's a disconnect sometimes where we are not connecting with each other. So it's my way to kind of connect us and to show who we are and what we stand for, and what, that we are able to build a strong creative industry in the region, and that there's so much and so many stories to share. So that is the reason why I wanted to start the podcast now. I'm hoping to share the behind the scenes, the not the insecurities, but the challenges that we all face, to show that we all go through the same phases in this journey, and also to inspire, because there's so many profiles in the region that are very inspiring, but I think a lot of them are working in their lane, and they are not really showing to the world what they can do. I would want them to be energized, motivated, and inspired. I would tell them to just try and pause the feeling for a bit and just get to work. Just get to work. Anything is good. And I think the key as well is that we have to stop thinking about ourselves, and we have to think about the people we can serve by, creating and moving forward with our ideas. If it works out, we can serve a lot of people, and it's all about, being generous. So not thinking about ourselves and thinking about the people we can serve with what we do.